Courtney here from RuleBreakersClub.com. Today I've got a really exciting topic. I get asked about this one a lot. I often resist it because you've got to be ready for it in order to do it correctly. But I want to walk you through the process for creating your first digital product. So whether that's an e-course, an ebook even, something that you want to get passive or scalable income from for your business. So here's the deal. I'm going to share this process with you, but I want you to promise that if you do launch a product that you're going to follow these steps. So digital products like ebooks and e-courses and everything in between are amazing because they allow you to create revenue without putting your time in for every single dollar that you make. At this point in my business, all of my revenue comes in from digital products and programs, and it's amazing. I highly recommend it. In fact, I think all online business owners should create some sort of revenue stream from digital products and programs, even if it's not the type of work you want to do all the time. It's just a good idea to have some revenue coming in that doesn't depend on you showing up every single day and working with clients. The problem, however, is that I see so many people try to skip a whole bunch of steps and go straight into launching digital products before they're ready, which always 100% of the time falls flat and leaves the entrepreneur, might have been you might have done this before, feeling like a failure and being really stressed out and overwhelmed and wanting to quit. So before we get started, here are 2 signs that you are ready to launch a digital product or program. Sign number 1 is that you have a proven track record working with clients to get results. I don't care if you have a PhD in what you do, if you have not helped people before to get results, you cannot create a program doing what you do because you don't know from interacting with people what works and what doesn't, and you haven't had time to test and tweak that signature process. And then sign number 2 is that you have an audience already. You can't launch products and services or anything for that matter in a void. You've got to have an audience of people who are already hungry for what you have to offer. Now, by nature, products are going to cost less than services. Services are a premium. People are working with you one-on-one, and that is your time. Products, they're not getting that one-on-one factor, so it's not going to be as high of a value. This means that in order to make the same amount of money with a product and a service, you're going to have to sell more of the product, which means you need to have a larger and larger audience depending on how low you want to put your prices for the thing that you're offering. Now I want to walk you through the 6 steps for successfully launching a digital product for your business. Step number 1 is to co-create. What I mean by this isn't that you have to have other people help you to create the product entirely, but you do need to engage with your audience and make sure that they feel like they're a part of the creation of the product. This is going to help you in the long run. If you survey your audience, you interview people in your audience, you talk to people in your audience and ask them questions that help you to develop your product, they're going to be way more likely to buy the product once it does launch, and you're going to make sure that you're creating the right thing and validating your ideas. Once you've done your research, step number 2 is to pick the specific problem that you're going to solve or the result that you're going to create with your product. Products have to be specific. People buy the sales page kit when they are in desperate need of a sales page. Make sure that people know exactly when they're going to need your product so that you can actually make some sales. Bonus tip here is to pick a smaller, more specific product for your first digital product or program. If you try to create something huge and enormous like an e-course that helps you to revamp your entire life, that's going to be a big ask for people. What if you focused on a short product that helps people to create a daily routine or something like that that's really manageable? It's going to help you to get more traction with that product, even if you want to create something bigger down the line. Step number 3 is to outline your product. Now, I remember when I created my signature course, Yay for Clients, I just knew that this course needed to be created. I'd surveyed people, I had been talking to my audience, I'd been working with clients for a really long time, and I'd noticed the same problems come up again and again and again. So I sat down in the park one day, I had a notebook with me, and I just went through and outlined exactly what I wanted to include in the program. So what steps did somebody need to follow in order to get from where they are right now to the result that I was promising or I wanted them to get from the program? This helped me to figure out what the modules I needed in order to cover every topic so that people would get what they needed out of the program. Step number 4 is to create a beta version or to just test your new product at a lower price point without all the pressure. You want to get people using your product before you launch it at its full price so that you can make sure that it has everything that people need in order to get the result and that they're really satisfied. For Yay for Clients, I launched 3 times before putting it up to the full price. To the outside world, it looked like I was launching the program 3 times, which in essence I was. But I also knew that I was strategically launching it at a lower price point than where I wanted it to be so that I could get lots of people going through the program, getting feedback and testimonials, working things out, building our membership site, etc. In fact, the first version of the program was live. I didn't have pre-recorded videos and a membership site. I just showed up on a webinar once a week and taught the class that way. You want to create this test version because you don't want to pour all of your resources and your blood, sweat, and tears into creating a program that just ultimately has to get completely revamped after a few people go through it. This brings me to step number 5, which is to get feedback so you can tweak and reiterate your product. Businesses exist to please your clients and customers. Your product is not your pride and joy. It is not your baby. You should not take the feedback that people give on your product personally. You're creating it for them. If they don't like it, if they don't like some aspect of it, you want to know that so you can make it better. This feedback helps you to constantly iterate your program so that you can make it the best in the world. And then finally, step number 6 is to launch and relaunch and promote the heck out of your product. Now I'm gonna shatter some dreams here and tell you that you are not going to make money having an evergreen product if you don't have a really powerful evergreen funnel behind that. What I mean is, if you put a product on your website and it's available all the time, you're going to get trinkles of sales every now and then. But when you do a promotion around the product, even if it is available all the time, you do some kind of launch or promotion around it, you're going to get about 80% of your sales during those promotional periods. So there you go. That is the blueprint for creating your very first successful digital product. I've found that people like to write their sales pages even before they finish creating the product, because putting yourself in that sales mindset helps you to make sure that you're communicating, that you're creating something that people already desire. So I've got a great free masterclass for you where I'm going to give you my 14-part sales page framework and walk you through the entire process, exactly what you need to put on your sales page for your digital product. All you've got to do to sign up for that masterclass is to click the link below over here on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the masterclass. If you did, please leave a comment below. Let me know what was your favorite tip from the video. And then don't forget to hit the like button and of course, subscribe to my channel here so that you don't miss a thing. I will see you next time. Have a great day.